A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful souls out there. Welcome to my channel. This is the world of inner work, and if you're here right now, it's not a coincidence. Via your intuition, you call yourself to this content and you are using me as a tool, as a medium to go through something that you're a vibrational match to. You may or may not resonate fully. In case you have questions, you can get a personal reading or a personal session. You can get into therapy and get hand holding with me. All the information is mentioned in the description box. The intention of these messages is to create a space or a portal that can lead to epiphanies, which lead to a pathway to a quantum leap. However, in the world of inner work, we must always take responsibility of our own well-being and lives and ascension journey. Thus, it is our duty to do inner work and surrender to Source. So let's get started and find out what Source wants us to know. In this collective reading session, I've been given some very interesting messages, and I'm actually being shown a person who has actually questioned, who has been talking to their spirit guides, who has been questioning them and has been talking about a very deep subject about their reality. Obviously, as we all know that starseed twin flames and twin flames in general also, both these type of people are pushed into the ascension journey or into the inner work journey after they get heartbroken and after they go through deep discard or betrayal by either their own people, their own family members, or it happens because of a narcissistic partner. So narcissism or narcissistic family members or narcissistic partner or something to do with their relationship, their love life. That is one reason why they are pushed into inner work. At first, it starts from just finding about where your divine masculine is or how to heal your divine masculine energy. And there's a reason behind it. Even for men, when they're looking for information on the twin flame world, interestingly, they also are looking for the divine masculine counterpart energy. Energetically, they always know that they are a heterosexual male or they are a proper man, but their energy is somehow connected to the feminine world, to the Shakti. That is one thing they know. And even for the women who are confused, some of the women in twin flame ascension journey, they are very strong masculine energy. But they are also confused because of their gender, because of their body. They don't know, like, why am I so independent? Why is logic so important for me? Or why am I not able to commit properly? And as soon as I say, okay, I'm not going to commit to a person, or as soon as I decide that I will commit to a person, something or the other goes wrong, or it creates some kind of havoc. So from there it starts, and then this whole journey moves into inner work and trying to figure out that whatever they're searching outside, be it a divine counterpart or a healthy relationship or money, because things change, as other people's perspectives have changed and other people's priorities changed and they shifted away from you just to fulfill their priorities, you realize that maybe they are just trying to show to me that I should also focus only on my priority. Because when you start doing inner work, you start forgiving people and you also start realizing that all they wanted is a good life for themselves. The only problem is that they don't know what exactly a good life is all about. For them, everything material is good life. But you've learned from those people. The one key thing that you've learned from these people is to prioritize yourself and put other people, remove them from the pedestal and place Source masters, your inner work, your higher guides on that pedestal, because those are the people who are actually with you. Even though some of them might be in astral plane, but they are very much connected to you. A lot of these metaphysical concepts, by now you guys should already know it. For example, dreams are the place where we do a lot of work. Every night we work over there. We also work a lot within ourselves, and all of the programming that you see outside, the media programming especially, the movies especially, these have programmed you to misunderstand love. Now, there are 8 billion people on this planet, and so many of them probably misunderstand love. They don't know what love really is, and they've been considering lust to be love. right? But you're different because you are the one who's decoding everything. So I'm actually being shown a person who is questioning God. It could be that they are going through some kind of emotional turmoil, because there are days when you feel very light and easy and relaxed, and you can coach other people, and you can, preach other people also if you are into that religious space. In some cases you are probably a healer, in some cases you're just somebody who's handling a business, so a lot of people come to you. In some cases you could be taking care of animals, in some cases you could just be in a simple job, but you have an energy, you have an aura which attracts other people to you. So whenever people are sad and low and they come to you, they talk to you, you're able to guide them really well. But when you look at your own surroundings, sometimes you get confused on how to deal with people. I mean, it's also true that over a period of time, all of you who are doing inner work, you will gain good enough insight by which you will know who needs what. Like in some cases, a person approaches you and they have hardcore narcissistic, cold-blooded narcissistic mother or narcissistic father. And you would be able to tell them that, you know what, you should not stick around much. You should stay away, You should forgive them, but you should maintain your own distance. Or you should do your own things, even if they try to stop you. In some cases, you realize that the parents are very nice, but the child is an enabled narcissist. Or the child has received this type of, you can say, programming via some other source. Maybe they were getting education, and there from the school they received this kind of attitude, because the parents out of their love send them to this very fancy school, which had all the fancy kids coming in, and all of them had all the fancy stuff. So the child would come back home and demand for stuff, and they were so loving and so caring that they would keep on giving it to the child, even though they could see, since childhood they could see that their child is not very nice, not very thankful or respectable towards them. But they were doing these things, okay, they did it. Now it has gone out of hand. Sometimes in some of those cases where the child is extremely, hugely impacted by other narcissists around them, maybe some very rich people, some very wealthy people, or somebody who had a lot of authority. So now they are bossing around with their parents, on their parents, they're bullying their innocent parents. So in those cases, we will tell them, okay, don't do this, don't do that. So this is just an example. I'm just trying to tell you that you can also develop this insight, or some of you already have this insight. But why are you questioning your reality as per this channeling session? Is because you're questioning what is your purpose and what are you doing here. Okay, and you feel a bit weak in those moments when you're questioning your reality. The main crux of this collective message is that whosoever it is who has been questioning reality, questioning their existence, they could be going through an existential crisis also right now, or maybe they had gone through it in the past. So I was being told about this person because other than having this existential crisis or questioning the reality, questioning what is the whole reason, what is the experience they are here to have over here on planet Earth. Other than all that, God is telling them via this channeling that whatever you've lost, whatever, be it a relationship, be it money, be it a loved one, everything will be restored. And everything will be restored in such a way that you will get much more of what you lost. This is not about law of attraction, but this is more about how we create our own reality is by surrendering to whatever is predestined. So if something is written for you, something is written in your destiny, in the stars it is written for you, and you accept it all. You say, okay, I lost this person, this relationship didn't work out, or you feel like, something you wanted to do didn't work out for you. You accept it all. Once you accept it all, you make peace with it. That's when your actual reality will start kicking in, which is full of surrendered energy. And I'm being shown that you're the type of person, or you're on the way to becoming this type of person. When you walk on earth, you really mean it. You really mean it. This actually means that whosoever I'm channeling, whosoever's future I'm channeling, the higher version of this person is full of gratitude. So every step that they take, every day, every morning, everything that they do, it is full of gratitude. And they have such a great sense of determination. These people are so determined. Whether they do anything, anything can be their profession, they simply exude confidence and focus. But if in case right now you're going through that phase of questioning the reality, or maybe questioning something, maybe you're not 100% in that doubtful state. 100% you may not be. You could be 50% doubtful about something. You may have come a really long way, but you might be on certain days feeling a bit shaky. So that shakiness, when you walk, that shakiness will go away. The doubt will go away. You will be very strong-headed, and you are. Some of you are already in that state. If you are, then type, yes, I am that person. I feel very confident. And this channeling could be 100% surety that you naturally possess a strong sense of self-assurance. And regardless of your background, because for some people background matters a lot, their past life matters a lot for them, what they have gone through in life. They may have been very depressed in the past. They may have gone through years and years of depression. Maybe they were discarded by their own family members, boycotted by their own family members, or they were used by people, and for many years they just kept working hard and got nothing in return from any of those people, not even appreciation, not even any praise, not even any motivation. So they lost the will to do it, and for some time they did not do anything. They just survived on their savings. If they were lucky, they survived on their savings. Otherwise, every householder should work every day. We should enjoy our work, and we should love what we do, and we should do karma yoga every day. We should chant the sound of solar plexus, and then we will not be in that situation where we would be scared of future uncertainties. Okay, so these people that I'm channeling today, or the one person that I'm channeling who represents the collective, is very athletic. They have become a fitness enthusiast. There was a time when they were not like that. There was a time when they were probably having weight issues, or they were having self-confidence issues, or they were having like mood swings. On one day they would be very enthusiastic. They maybe had addictions like talking on the phone, watching too much junk, or not being able to utilize their time, watching junk and eating junk also. Not being a vibrational match to their expected reality, or their reality which is their original reality, but somehow just going haywire here and there, and then coming back to that vibration, that frequency, that signature note, and then going back to the worldly frequency. But these people are also into fitness or exercise, or doing some kind of routine. Maybe it is yoga, maybe it is going out for a run, or maybe it is just walking 5-7 kilometers every day, or it's going to the gym, or it's going for swimming, because that gives them energy. Whatever activity they are doing, it gives them energy, it gives them focus, it keeps them fresh. So in order to get that kind of high, so people who are addicted, they also get high, but they get their high from bad things, from wrong things, from junk food, from drugs, from alcohol, from cigarettes, from all those things which are not good for their health. But people who are very positive, they also get their high, but they get it from some other sources which are very natural sources. So they make them feel good about themselves, and they know how to do it. So that's why this was given to me, that people who walk like they mean it on earth every single day, they exhibit a purposeful walking style. It's not about the catwalk style or the modeling style. We're not talking about modeling. We're not talking about that walk. We're talking about how you carry yourself every single day. A lot of changes have been witnessed on you. Confidence is there, clarity of purpose is there, authenticity is there, resilience is there, there's a positive mindset. You are also emotionally very intelligent. You have a high level of emotional intelligence. You understand your own emotions, and you understand the emotions of other people around you, which helps you to navigate through social interactions easily. Otherwise, the same thing would, like suck out all your energy, would take away all your happy electrons. So you are a person who walks in such a way that you are emotionally stable and self-aware. And most important thing, psychedelic mushrooms can grow out of shit, which means that if they can grow out of shit, then we can grow out from all of the amazing things that we have, the 5 elements that we have. This is a saying, people can also grow out of shit. It's not like literally shit is there, but sometimes life does feel like shit to a lot of people. They feel like I'm in a shithole, or I'm just looking at shit right now. So you can turn anything into gold if you want to, if you can, if you have the will to do it. But most important thing that's needed is openness to growth. So the person I am channeling from beginning to end, you can say. From where I see them first in a negative state of mind, in depression, it's not their own doing. It's not their own doing completely. Maybe they chose this life for a reason. But they always have the openness to learn, grow, and find out a way. Find a way. They'll do it either by crying, they'll either do it by sitting in a room, they'll either do it by, painting, singing, dancing, or just with their thinking. They will keep thinking, how can I get out of it? How can I get out of it? How can I get out of it? And they realize that a lot of things happen early in the morning when they wake up. Waking up in the right way and sleeping in the right way has such a big role, especially if you're a divine being. If you're not a divine being, if you are into Maya, if you're a Nishachar, if you're an Asura, if you like the devilish lifestyle, which is the opposite of divine lifestyle, then you will do opposite things. That will be helping you out a lot. Because for materialistic, hardcore, cutthroat materialistic success, one has to kill their soul and embody their ego fully. So then whatever they do, unhealthy or not, it's okay. I mean, most of the people who are in the show business, they also look chiseled and they look amazing. But most of them take steroids, they get into plastic surgery, they are doing Botox, they are doing liposuction, they are doing tummy tucking. It is not their natural body. None of it is natural. Little bit here and there we understand. You color your hair, you get your nails done, you put on a little bit of makeup, wear a nice dress, that's okay. But real fitness does not come from these artificial sources. Real fitness comes from the 5 elements. And whosoever I'm channeling today is a person who has a growth mindset. Growth mindset means someone who likes to grow, not remain stagnant. So they don't develop an ego problem, because as soon as you develop an ego problem, you cannot grow. They will see challenges as opportunities, and they will be the ones, self-motivated individual knows how to pick themselves up. I mean, there could be 10 other people who's going to take credit for your growth also. You do anything nice, they will not tell you that you did it. They'll say, you did it because I was the one who initiated it, or I was. The only person who initiates anything in your life is Source and your masters. Some of you call your masters your spirit guides because you might not yet have the tool. You've still not worked on your third eye chakra. You've maybe still not worked on many of these things which block your psychic abilities. Sometimes I've even seen people, as soon as they develop these psychic abilities, they get so scared that they start running to psychiatrists and psychologists, who further call them crazy, and then it's over. Then there is no getting up again. So psychic abilities are very important. It's important you embrace them. And for that also you need a growth mindset, because you're not going to be scared of what you see. If you see a ghost, if you see a soul, if you see, anything, any experience, as soon as I said this, there was a sound, a sound from the refrigerator at the same time. Now, while I'm talking about this sound, someone else or anyone who's scared of these sounds would go like, oh my God, what was that sound? Why did it happen right when I was speaking about it? It could be a sign also. Like in front of me, I can see 55-55. Why is this 55-55 appearing right now only? If you look at the meaning of 55-55, it's not a number that, we see all the time. Usually we don't see it all the time, because 55-55 does not appear on the watch also, right? This number is also about change. 5555 is an angel number that talks about a great spiritual transition. This is not something that you should be scared of. This is something that you should embrace. It is like a new beginning, a chance to turn your dreams into reality. So, see, this came in, And also, it is a message, it is asking you, it is calling you to step out of your comfort zone. So that's why the whole transition or the whole progression is being shown to me. You also need to give yourself a little push to make your dreams come true. Sometimes you would feel, oh, I don't have the money for it, I don't have the resources for it, or how am I going to manage all by myself? Like, you just have to start it. You just have to take that step forward and everything will happen. If you're 100% in the present, sometimes it can be possible that on the very day you may not be able to start it. But if you have the presence of mind, or if you have that attitude, you can start it anytime. You can start it, and then maybe you cannot do it in a grand way. Maybe in the beginning it would be something simple, it would be smaller, and over a period of time things will shift, things will change, but it will change. Okay, so spiritually also it is asking you to move towards, it's guiding you towards your awakening process. So awakening is also a very interesting thing. Somebody had shared a video with me about some speaker, and I was pretty shocked because that speaker was talking about how to awaken your Kundalini, or how to make your Kundalini behave this way or that way. Actually, this is all happening via divine grace. But the problem is, why do we have problem, is because we are not able to observe it. We don't have the tools to observe a Kundalini awakening or a rising. So we get scared and then we obstruct it. We get so scared that we start feeling that it's a bad experience. It's a dreadful experience. We are not supposed to feel anything. When you're awakening, you're just supposed to watch it. And that makes it even more interesting. But then how will that feeling of it's interesting appear in your timeline if you're scared of it? So one has to be kind of open towards it, and you have to be like completely relaxed and chilled out, because it is not something we do on our own. We never thought, none of you, neither me, neither you, none of us thought that we would be listening to this kind of message or talking about this kind of stuff maybe 15 years back. So Kundalini gets awakened, then it goes dormant, because this work that we are doing happens in cycles and phases. It doesn't happen in one day, and it doesn't have to be like that, because if it's going to happen in one day, then it will be falsehood. It will be like that movie Lucy. Although it's a great movie, but then it's also talking about certain drug. Second false thing is that they're talking about very rapid awakening, or very fast awakening. That type of awakening is not healthy for anyone. Even for the character of that movie, it was not healthy. To merge into consciousness or become consciousness, become consciousness and then speak as if consciousness doesn't need to speak to anyone. Because there's no longer the concept of the observe and observer. It is people who are seeking, they go through this great experience of being the observer and also being the observed. They enjoy this dynamic a lot. Alright? So, yes, you do walk on earth like you mean it, and you are finally realizing a lot of cool things. And this is where I'm going to close this channeling session. For personal sessions, you can contact me. I've already told you the steps. Kindly do not share your twin flame journey or starseed ascension journey in advance with me. And you can ask whatever questions you have in your mind, and there are certain steps of doing it. I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.